Yes.
Talking about belly fats.
Yeah,
okay.
getting rid of them.
Getting rid of belly fats.
Yes, especially for women in the late 40s and 50s.
Okay.
I know alcohol, not taking alcohol, was one of the fastest way for me to reduce my alcohol. You can explain why. And I also take protein powder. It's another way to get rid of the belly fat fast. You can explain to my ladies why is that so. And of course, certain exercise will tone those muscles. So maybe you can tell the lady why alcohol, taking certain supplements and certain movements will do the work fast.
Okay. Well, do you want me to do this in order, or do you want me to do this?
Let's do alcohol first. Why is getting rid of alcohol help reduce the belly fat for both women and men mostly?
Number one, dehydration. Number two, protein synthesis. If your body's dehydrated, then it can't lose fat because it's in a starvation position. And if it feels like it's starving, or if it's going to starve, or if it's too dehydrated, it hangs on to fat because fat helps your body function. A certain amount of fat. Of course, if there's too much fat, it's all downhill. And that's a problem that many of us go through at times in our lives. But that's why we want to, not all the time, but just during your transformation time period, 30, 60, 90, 120 days, don't drink alcohol because you got to teach your body to let go of the fat. And everything we eat or drink will either make us store more fat or it'll help us release body fat. There's no sitting. There's always one or the other.
Okay, I know alcohol for sure, but you explain, how does alcohol make your body hold on to fat again? Can you explain?
So the body will hang on to fat if it's lacking in water. Because if your body gets too dehydrated, it'll die. And fat helps you store calories, store energy, and water helps you burn energy. But if you don't have enough water, you're basically telling the body, oh, we're not going to have enough energy. So if you're not going to have enough energy, your body's going to go, oh, crap, let me hang on to extra body fat because we're about to starve. We're about to dehydrate here.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, alcohol slows down or stops, depending how much you drink, the conversion of protein to be used to build muscle. So you got protein, whatever, chicken, fish, protein powder, eggs, converts into the stuff here that we call muscle, or it helps create, it's a building block that helps create the muscle. Alcohol, drinking alcohol, cuts that ability or temporarily disables that ability. So if you're working out, but you're drinking booze, well, some people can get away with it, okay? This is not a set in stone statement. But most people, they can't build muscle when there's alcohol in the system. It's why if you look at professional fighters, athletes, they don't drink. Most of them don't drink when it comes to weeks before a major game, a major fight, something where they're on the line, they have to perform. They don't drink because it dehydrates them, makes them underperform, and it makes them weaker. And if you're in a sport or if you're in a transformation process, you don't want to get weaker. You want muscles.
Right.
To get muscles, you got to feed it, right?
Right. So basically, I know it was okay for me to eliminate alcohol in my diet. So are you saying anyone who wanted to have a nice, lean-looking body, they should give up alcohol permanently, or is it an amount that they can still take and still have some sort of vigor?
Everybody's slightly different. So if somebody already has a trainer, number one, they should go talk to their trainer. But if number two, they're relying solely on this video and they don't have a lot of prior knowledge, my suggestion would be cut out your booze for a bit. I mean, it's hard for some people. Some other people, hey, no problem. right?
Right.
For you, when you finally decided, no problem.
Well, it was a
But-
mindset. Sorry, but it was a mindset
Right.
because I
It
wanted
was a
so
mindset
much,
because
right?
you wanted to
Yeah.
get on stage. But
Right.
before that, you didn't
Right.
want to give it up. When you
True.
weren't ready to compete, you didn't want
Right.
to give it up. And that's
Right.
fine.
Right.
It's just, if you remember, it killed your gains. It slowed down your progress.
Yeah.
And that's why you cut out alcohol, because then you put yourself on the line by choosing to compete.
Yes,
And that's when you started getting better.
Yes, I couldn't work out as well in the gym, after I have alcohol.
Right.
So what's the use, training so hard and not getting involved.
Right.
Yeah. So, no, thank you. One question is, in terms of somebody still want to have a glass of wine or two, what can they do to offset that alcohol?
What do you mean by offset it?
Like, for example, for myself, if I have to have a glass of wine, I normally would drink maybe 3 glasses of water after that. Is that still considered valid?
Anybody can do what they like, and it's fine. I think the question that the person has to ask is it worth it? Whether you have a couple of ounces or you have a couple of glasses or a couple of bottles, the alcohol will affect your body.
So what if you have more water after that to maybe dilute the alcohol in your body?
That's fine. It'll still slow down the progress. There's no avoiding it. There's zero avoiding it.
Okay.
You're going to slow down your progress.
No matter what, there's no trade-off right there.
Stand in front of a car that's driving at you and try not to get hurt. You can step to the side where it only hits maybe your foot.
Maybe you can jump high.
And that's a 50-50. Maybe you can.
Yeah.
What if it's a truck?
That's
right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And even if you can jump, that's a lot of exertion. You might clip your foot on the top of the roof when it's driving over. Something else might happen.
Okay.
So again, I'm not here to tell people what to do, but it's important to, like, for me, I had to stop fooling myself when I was battling with this decision. And I had to realize, okay, if I'm going to drink, I'm going to slow down my progress, take it or leave it. Not my rules. Oops, I just hit my own microphone. Not my rules, but that's the rules of your body.
Okay,
Right?
very good. Thank you. So another way really to burn belly fat is, from my own experience, is having protein powder. I know it worked for me. Maybe you can tell the audience why is that so.
Well, look, if this is about burning belly fat, I'd want to take it in order because it's easier to remember.
Okay.
If someone wants to burn belly fat, number 1, they need more energy.
Right.
Number 2, they need the right nutrition.
Right.
Number 3, they need the right workout plan. And it's got to be in that order, because if someone just focuses on working out but no energy, they're not going to get far. They'll quit. Or if somebody just focuses on their nutrition, but they're not including energy in the nutrition, then they'll get slimmer, but they won't have what you have. They won't get to that level.
Right.
So number 1, they've got to build energy. Right? And we can talk about that in a further video. Number 2, the nutrition, and you've already talked about it.
Right.
Cut out your alcohol for that period of time. Drink more water.
Right.
Have different protein sources, because when you're working out, if there's not enough protein, the body cannot rebuild itself. Right?
Okay.
And that can be in eggs, chicken, beef, fish. I mean, again, a different video to get the detail of that, but more protein, absolutely.
Yes.
And then exercises that target melting fat while tightening the muscles around the midsection. If a person is willing to commit to learn those 3 segments and they put it together, they end up getting what you got.
So energy, the right nutrition, and the right workout.
Yeah.
Thank you.